From the Chris Dyson and Dr. Disrespect situation to Kendrick Lamar exposing Drake, and now Koofy's downfall.
You see, Koofy had shared his analytics with me, allowing me to see every piece of analytic on his channel right down to his blocked keywords.
And what do you know?
I am not in danger. I am the danger.
And no one can disagree that 2024 is a horrible year for children. And if you guys haven't heard of Koofy, it just so happens to be the biggest within the Roblox community. And no, I'm not joking.
He is a and what he did is absolutely, positively not okay. And I'm so disappointed. So disappointed that this had to happen, that it had to be him.
Yes, that's right. The popular Roblox YouTuber Koofy, who has more than 2 million subscribers, was exposed by his ex-friend Kaka V420 for actually being the notorious Roblox Kalagush.
Got him. We got him.
You may be wondering how he found out, but before we dive into that, let's rewind to 2021. There was this popular Roblox YouTuber named Kalagush who was all about Funky Friday and Bubblegum Simulator, basically content aimed towards young audiences. However, by the end of that year, his YouTube and Discord accounts were literally terminated because it turns out he was sending inappropriate messages to and getting involved in some really disturbing behavior. And so after his accounts were terminated, he seemed to vanish completely, and everyone thought they will never hear from him again, or so it seemed.
When Kalagush was terminated, his entire world shattered, leaving him lost in a suffocating darkness. Every day became a struggle, and he found himself standing on the edge, so close to resetting his character, believing there was no other way to escape the pain. But then he created Koofy, and it was like a lifeline was thrown to him in the darkest moment. A new beginning, a chance to rebuild what he had lost. Koofy became his purpose, the reason he found the strength to keep going. If you take that away from him now, I am terrified of what might happen. Without it, I fear he might fall back into that darkness, and this time, he might not find a way out.
That's pretty scary, I won't lie. I mean, with him being able to change back to Koofy and get back everything he lost,
What do you mean by that?
I'm really worried about the future of Roblox and those faceless YouTube channels that use text-to-speech voices. Now everyone will keep asking if they are really watching Kalagush or Koofy. I mean, this guy has messed up this whole YouTube niche for everyone. Also, how did Kaka V420 know about this situation but stayed quiet about it until now? Was he scared that his reputation and career will be ruined if people found out he knew about Koofy the whole time?
I don't think that's out, everyone found out that you knew all along and you didn't tell anyone. That can come up to you, obviously, so... Of course.
I knew holding him accountable was the right thing to do. People needed to see there are consequences for such actions. But at the same time, I couldn't shake the fear of what might happen if I pushed too hard. The thought of having blood on my hands made me hesitate to even consider exposing him. I couldn't bear the idea of living with the fact that I might be the reason someone chose to reset their character.
Shout out to Kaka V420 for finally figuring out who Koofy really is and letting everyone know about it, since Koofy keeps making content aimed at kids. This guy decided it was time to set things straight, so he made a video exposing that Koofy is actually Kalagush.
But think about this for a second. You can't hate Dr. Disrespect for what he did and then not hate this guy for what he did, because virtually it's the same type of thing. In fact, this guy even did worse. What this guy did was worse. And
EDP.
Dr. Disrespect was 7 years ago.
Listen guys, I know everyone is calling out Koofy right now, and some are even worried that he may do something drastic like commit. But here's the thing, no matter how good his content is, sometimes people just need a bit of roast, you know? It's not supposed to be the end of their life, obviously, but think about it for a second. This could actually be a good turning point for him. Maybe he will hear all the criticism and think, you know what, maybe I do need to stop. And I think Pat God showed us a great example of how we should deal with Koofy's situation.
Chad, let me ask you a question, right? Let's say I go, let's say I go out and commit first-degree murder, right? And then I say that if you roast me for it, I'm gonna end myself. Should I get roasted for it or not?
Should you get punished for it?
Should I get tried in a court of law or not?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. That's kind of my point as well, guys.
You would say I should get arrested and thrown in prison, right?
Exactly.
But what if I say to you, well, I'm gonna end myself if you throw me in prison? Should I still be thrown in prison? Well, of course, because what would happen if we had that logic? No one would ever face the consequences of their actions. If anytime somebody did something wrong and they said, "Oh, well, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z," then who would ever face the consequence of their actions? And nothing would ever get resolved in society.
So, do I think Koofy or Kalagash deserves another chance in this community? The answer is no. He shouldn't get a second chance for what he did to so many people. And I don't regret calling him out, cause Koofy believes he can hide his past with jokes and content, trying to rebuild the happiness he lost. But deep down, he knows there's no escaping the truth. Like, you can wear a mask and pretend, but in the end, it's either regret or coming clean. The truth always comes out, no matter how well you try to hide it. Also, I want to make it clear that this video isn't about cyberbullying, hate, or harassment. It's purely for informative and educational purposes. I mean to shed light on the truth behind this whole messy situation. But anyways, that's it for me today, and I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.